Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dead in Vinland, Fence Building Edition. Some people want to build walls, others are content with just a fence, and that's what we're doing here on the old Roman homestead. Just came in from taking a break, building, replacing a fence really around the old perimeter of the estate, the Roman estate, if you will. It's a long overdue project. I've been working on it for this is phase 3 of a 3-phase project, and we're doing a phase per year, per annum, so to speak. Should have been doing it earlier in the summer, only got around to it now. I cut down the old fence. Oh my god. Oh, these amazing combat focused buffs for non-combat people. Just the story of my life, you know. But yeah, cut the fence, the old fence, down last week, with the intention of having it done in the near future, and then had 3 days of rain. I was spoken for on the 4th day. 5th day I just didn't do any more with it because I didn't feel like it. It had been a long, dreary week. And then the 6th day I was spoken for again. That was the day where I was trudging around in the bush that I was talking about a while ago. And then the 7th day was yesterday. I technically probably could have worked on it yesterday, but I was recovering from the bush. And now we're on the 8th day, and I've been working on it today. And it was supposed to be the easiest phase out of all of the phases, last year being the most difficult. Last year was like an L-shaped section of the fence, and it was all entirely brand new. There was no existing fence in that particular quadrant of the estate, and doing it all by hand, because like I say estate, but I hope you know I'm being sarcastic. It's most certainly not an estate. It's just a larger than normal, maybe larger than normal, I'm not entirely sure. Larger than normal, residential property. So it's just, I guess we have no focus for this. Maybe if we can do no focus, we should have a better healer. Oh, and I woke up in a cold sweat the other day, and I had this sudden thought for taking care of Gwendolyn here. And I thought, what if it's a one-on-one battle, right? What if we buffed Tomo to high hell? If we sent Tomo in there, she's maybe that is what her mission in life was, for her coming here and us holding on to her for all these years. If we spend a ton on resources to drop that down, all her traits there, buff her to the end of the earth. Get rid of this fever, I guess, as well. She'll have another AP after. Yeah, and then see, like, she's got the same. Every warrior type character has the same set, it seems. A melee strike, a berserk one, a wild one that attacks everything, a charging, and a buff. And it's like, well, what's the benefit of bringing one person over another into the thing? Now, she also has only... Oh, I'm sweating from working on the fence, so it feels like there's things crawling on me. It's not that I'm detoxing or anything. It's just health down by 1. If we could get her health up, her initiative is not really going to matter because it's just a 2-person thing anyway. She gets extra damage from crits, which would be nice, because that's the only way we can really deal damage to Gwendolyn, is when we crit. it's something I'm considering anyway. Because like I said, everybody's the same. Yagub is a little different because he's more of a... Yeah, he's a protector. He's not even a warrior. What is this? The warrior class. Is that the one that... You know, you got your bold charge and your buff, and then your various melee strikes if you're a warrior, right? When you're a protector, now she's got some different... I mean, we never had a chance. We sent Bloodwet in there. Her health is so nice and high, though. I don't know why her health is so high. But it seems that everyone who's a warrior has the same skill set, like a civilian. We're never going to send Parvana in there. Sturdy civilian. See, he's a warrior, so he's got the warrior set of... Like, I don't even... Maybe off camera, I'll go through and read these and see if my theory is right. That if it's a civilian, you've got a set of moves. She's a shooter, so she's got a set of moves, right? The warrior has... We just went over that. A protector has a set of moves. The mystic here. So like Yagub and Parvana are Bloodwet probably have the similar layout there. If we could do something about her health, it's really about the only... Would I send Nut in there? His AP, we'd have to do something about his AP in that case. And I don't think there's a buff that we can create ourselves that does anything for AP. In fact, I'm sure there's not. Effects, dodge, HP, damage, resist. Like, I'm talking get one of each of these. Boom, boom. Maybe the dodge even, and then one for each of these. Accuracy, min, max, and crit. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like all our bones. So if we're going to pursue that in any meaningful way with any level of dedication or sincerity, we should probably take part in what we've been putting off and check out this map here. Oh, look, there's bones right here, for crying out loud. Sea serpent bones. Take some bones. Oh, poor me. Scavenging or constitution? We probably want a good balance of the two. So we'll go with you, Bloodwed. You don't really notice it at first, but after breaking free some of the dusty bones of the dreadful skeleton, you start to feel a lingering pain in your hands and then your whole body. It feels like the bones were once soaked in a very strong poison, fortunately toned down after all these years. 4 bones, it's perfectly acceptable. Don't care at all about the seaweed. Poisoned, that's just lovely. Let's see if we get a different result with Kari here. You don't really notice it at first. Yeah, your whole body feels like it was a very strong poison. 4 bones. It's the exact same outcome. Constitution went up but then went down. That's very strange. Who else can we send in here that has a decent level of anything? Neither. So we'll send you again. Ba 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 ba. 3 bones only. That's unfortunate this time. Probably got a little greedy. Should have waited until some of these what were apparently relevant stats were put into a more manageable situation here. You go there. Do we want to keep looking at the map though? Is that what we want to do? I don't really know. We're gonna let this recover. We're certainly not gonna send one person in on it. That would just be madness. Yeah, this all looks fine. Injury and sickness. I guess that's gonna have to do. I mean, he's got no sickness to deal with, but I don't want to be dicking around here. Excuse the expression. Working on that. We're getting free water from the sky. Yeah, I guess that's it. This is the end of a day too. I'm trying to min-max and like, I'm obviously, you can tell by my actions, I'm not trying to min-max. But in my head, I'm like, I should do something about water because we don't want to go over but we're just going to have rain another day. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world. Someday in the near future, I'm sure we'll have rain. We could arrange a new spot for drying fruit. Enables possibility to dry 8 fresh fruit. We didn't cook any food, and this was the second interval. And we sent someone out hunting for some reason. Oh, just sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. So Moira is like really feeling the pain. And if I remember correctly, we had just gone and really sent her into the beer in the old ale in the last video. You're gonna come over here and help with all this fun stuff. We are gonna work on some of this stuff here that I've been talking about, and we're going to try our best to bang through some of it. Obviously, I'm aware this will be happening tomorrow. We're going into the shelter for the moment. What do we want to do? I mean, there's a chance it's gonna rot anyway, so why not hang it, right? We can also probably send some of it into. There we go. Uses up the meat anyway. We still got some fish that's going to possibly spoil. That's not nearly as important. Okay, I think that's good. Oh yeah, so the little ones, the old ankle biters there, the children, people under the age of, well, oh god, what is it now? Every time I remember how old my oldest is, that makes me feel old. Oh yeah, we officially have a, I'm not even going to get into it, but the kids are back from their week gallivanting in the basically like make-believe land. Like, I'm trying to think of like a way, like away from reality. You know, they've been detached from reality for a while and just sort of like la 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 la, and they've got the rest of today and tomorrow to force themselves to readjust to the real world here, where there's rules and expectations, and school starting again after the day after tomorrow. So they're going to be in for a bit of a wake-up call, and things are going to be a little strange around here. 3 fish are rotting, doing nothing. But that being said, oh, look at all that rot, and it's raining again. That being said, I think it can only mean good things for my my recording schedule, because what it means is when I return home from work, oh no, they will be back. I had been deluding myself recently into thinking that when the kids came back, they would be back from school in a day. They would I would already be home, but that's not the case. They will indeed be beating me home, which means, yeah, my big plans for recording after work and before they returned are clearly going to be thrown by the wayside. But I guess we'll just have to make do, as we have done all summer. Now, what do I want to do? I guess this is everything. We'll spin through that. We're supposed to be going looking for more bones on the map, aren't we? It's just it's kind of addictive. Like, people always talk about Civ 5, how it's, oh yeah, it's a one more turn kind of game. I find this very much a one more turn kind of thing. You just want to do that next interval and collect that next bit of stuff and do that next thing. And these are all plowed and should have been planted. What an oversight. How are we doing for wheat? 47. We'll do maybe, and how are we doing for hemp? 183. We don't even need, maybe we'll just do a thing of wheat here. And that'll be just fine. What is your problem? We don't have a plan. We're going with buffs still. Her crit. We'll up her crit. We want Bloodwood healed. That's just a fact of life. Focus on disease. You're working on that. You guys can come back over to here. It's all very straightforward. You guys can also even come back here and pound out some more stone for us. But yeah, I know I must sound like the most flighty person ever. Like every time I come on here, I'm talking about a different different project that never seems to come to completion. Like the other day, oh yeah, I'm bringing my trailer in from the bush and I'm gonna make a recording studio, going on and on. And I did. I mean, getting that trailer out of the bush is not a simple task. And I did go in and I did make progress in that direction, but it is not here on the residential estate just yet. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm also working on this fence and but the stuff is true. Believe me, it is all stuff that is happening. It's just not necessarily happening with the greatest of speed. And it's also not necessarily happening in such a way that I can prove that it's happening. Only 5 fishies. Someone dropped the ball there. Yeah, we'll end this. Are they still buffed? Yes, strong armor and sharp weapons, 3 and 5 days. I said before too, I think we're putting too much faith in Kari, and that may well be true. It's just she's the only one with like a unique combatant, like soldier fighter type loadout that isn't a warrior, right? Like we've got civilians, we've got and the only other unique one is this mystic here. It's just not very combat oriented, it doesn't seem. And I want someone who's very... I don't really like this juxtaposition between the very stern, serious artwork profile pic and then this very cartoony... This one's not so bad. This one's also not so bad. That one's almost a spitting image. That one's fine. It really seems to be just... This one's a little off too. It's just the sisters that are kind of strangely out of place. But yeah, like it's either like the protector's not that good. Civilian obviously is not combat oriented. So you've got warrior or you've got Kari and her shooter class, which is rather frail. She's not that frail. Very accurate and high damage dealer. Yeah, when she can hit. Can't believe we missed that last hit on that last game. That was shocking. Oh my god, why is there a call on my phone? There should be no calls on my phone here. What time was that at? It was at 1:30. I have no idea who this is. Oh my gosh, and we've got an encounter. Well, it should be fine. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Who's our number one? The archer here can cause problems. We're gonna have you... I learnt my lesson last time. You're gonna jump up there. Then you're going to do your other 2 bolt charges here so that you don't knock him back and you can continue to deal damage to him. We're going to focus... I should have done a buff there. That's okay. We've got our 7 AP Wonderkin here who should very well... Oh, jeez, you gotta be kidding me. Should very well be able to take this guy out. Oh. Okay, so he's going to get a turn off before Nut can go, obviously. As long as he doesn't get buffed too drastically, we should be okay. He's going to have to waste an AP moving. Not that I think that really matters. I don't think we're going to notice that too much. Opportunistic. What does that mean? He's buffing himself. Oh my god. Okay, so what are we going to do about that? Nothing, I guess. Crit for 4, that's totally acceptable. That doesn't push him up. So we'll have to do Shoot, this is going to be tough. He's going to go before we can get him. Unless I move back, then charge and knock her back, making all of them melee. That would take 3 AP. And I'd only have enough to do one more. Let's see if this works. This is kind of a galaxy brain kind of nonsense play, but she resisted. Oh, what a waste of everybody's time. Let's just give him a big... Let's go all in here. Not bad. Not bad. Lethal projectile. Didn't want to see that. Only 3? Really? I don't know about that. This is just a straightforward... Take this guy out. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to mess around. I want him gone. You still got 3. So you can still do this. I resisted again. Why are you resisting? What I was hoping that would weaken her ability, like the damage you resist, I think goes down before Nut comes in and finishes her off, right? Although, I mean, with only 2... Wow. With only 2 HP left, it's kind of overkill, but... Guarded. That's fine, because you're going to be dead soon anyway. And that was also a mistake. I should have done the bull charge first. Gotten the more damage on this guy, but... We should be quite fine. That's strange. It's fine though, we can do that a couple more times. Kari should very easily, very easily be able to swoop in here and get the kill, right? I mean, this should be a no-brainer. Resisted. That's 3 in a row. Like, how do you not end up taking that personally, right? Very straightforward. Everyone's still in the spirit heart range, quote-unquote spirit heart range. And, bones? Please? Okay, I guess not. Yeah, so not at all a difficult encounter. We are slowly working our way through the map of wonder and despair. But, oh, look at this, more bones. Creepy bone pile. We can only do a bone once, or we can place a bone. You find a bunch of bones coming from humans and animals. Despite the visible mess of the pile, you feel like there's a certain logic, a meaning in their position, as if someone had carefully piled them up one by one to get this precise result. Could this be some sort of grave or an offering? I'm not going to mess around with that right now. I'm going to put a cut in here. I got to go get a snack. It's hot out. I was working. I'm sweating. I'm pulling posts out of the old fan. I need a snack. Maybe even a beer, and maybe come back down and bang out another video before the kids come back from their return home visit. Until then, though, again, thanks very much. Continued support is always appreciated. Thanks so much. Till next time, see you soon.